Avoiding an obstacle.
All around the world. The two finalists first, and five-time Grand Slam champion has got used to finding the answers on court. It's problems with those. Thank you very much for your company. What a pleasure and a privilege to watch him. And Andy Murray in particular over the years. Thank you.
And a huge strategy and the Basel what a final for half to a finale. Yes,
we're going to get there.
This trophy was first awarded in pineapple was even better. Trevor probably most important, but there we are. 1987 was first presented. They ran out of space during the names of former champions in 2009, so now it's got a base as well, and Sinner's name will be there twice. And as Alexander Zverev leaves the court, a chance to reflect on the quality of this match in the company of Tim Henman, Todd Woodbridge and Jamie Murray. And Tim, what would you give it out of 10 in terms of the closeness of the match and the level at which they were playing?
Yeah, I'd give it a 9, and I think that's where Sasha Zverev deserves so much credit for the part that he played. He came into this match having lost 9 times in a row against Yannick Sinner, but he came out and played in a completely different fashion. He was absolutely going for that forehand. His first serve percentage was incredible to keep hitting the spots and keep hitting that first serve percentage so high. And as we can see, Sinner's not even off the court yet, but his name is engraved on the board already.
And he's the 10th man to successfully obtain the trophy.
Let's play a bit of international championship.
Finished cleaning. Returning back.
A regular winner of this. And Prince of Wales and Prince George and Princess Charlotte applaud the effort, the commitment as well of Yannick Sinner. And Tardy, he has a way of being able to take what is already a very high level up another notch.
Well, he absorbed an enormous amount for 2 sets up until the tiebreak, and then he got one point where he got an unforced error, first point of that second set tiebreak, and he just kind of then oozed confidence, and he then really started to believe that Sasha was going to come off his level. And I just thought his intensity and level to maintain that throughout the entire match, to not lose a serve, win some of those important points and wear his opponent down, it just stood out. I mean, it's very, very hard to do that, and we were waiting for Zverev to come off his level. I think he only just came off it, and that was just enough.
I think the crowd here in the centre court have enjoyed it, and as he walks through the Guard of Honour created by the Ball Boys and Ball Girls, lovely that he mentioned them and their contribution. They come from 32 schools in the surrounding area, year 9 to year 13, and they have done a terrific job. Jamie Murray also with us, looking very smart. Love that jacket, Jamie.
I appreciate that, yeah.
And also, you guys don't have the same trouble with your hair in the wind.
Oh, I do.
All right,
yeah,
you and me, Tom. You and me.
Yeah.
But Jamie, what did you make of Sinner's performance and what he's achieved here?
Well, it was incredible, really. I think, like Todd touched on, like Sasha came out firing. Like he was going for an average forehand speed of 86 miles an hour, which was way above his norm. And he took it to him. And it's not easy for him to go out there and play a completely different game style from what he's used to. And I'm happy for him that he knew that he had to do something different, because he's 0-9 going into this match, and he needed something to kind of believe in and go after. And for 2 sets he largely did that. Sinner, he's so good at just maintaining that level. There's never really any draws. Alcaraz, maybe everyone's comparing him to him, is maybe a bit more like this. Sinner, it's so incredible to be able to function at that high level for so long.
And it's a very rare thing not to have a serve broken both in semi-final and final of Wimbledon. I think Federer managed to do it once, but that is what Sinner, it's the absolute level that Sinner has reached. But almost as a highlights reel in itself, the 10th game of the 4th set had so much good tennis in it.
Yeah, it did, and this is obviously when Sinner has turned the tables and served into the match, and there were a couple of strange choices of shots, but going to the drop shot, Zverev getting so close to the net there, and this was one of the few occasions where Sinner was in a little bit of trouble in his serve. He was down 15-30. Zverev trying to get the crowd on his side, but it's the resilience, as Jamie just talked about, the quality and how he's able to maintain the concentration. And you just look at this, the drive volley, how Sinner stays in this rally, the ball striking from the back of the court after 3 hours and 45 minutes, just neither player giving in, just going corner to corner. And again, as has been the case so often, Sinner was the one that was able to come up with the solution.
23 shots this was, the longest rally of the match, but we've talked before about Sinner having been such a good skier when he was young, and he can slalom, he can change directions, he can stretch a leg, he can bend, and he loved that set-up championship point, which he duly converted.
Well, the bet.
He wins it with a winner, and that's what the last so the next will go forward and goes down. One of the things I've always
Sinner was able to counteract that by, under enormous pressure when your opponent is holding serve that consistently.